think we're down here at the underground. Shout out to Sway. We're down at the underground right now. I think we're running into Lewis. I think this might be him. Y'all know Lewis Neal? I think this might be him. I'm going to ask him a couple questions. Now, I don't know for sure, but we're going to find out. Lewis, is that you? D. Lewis Neal? How you doing, family? Yeah. Hey, man, we ran into him. It's a blessing. Is it okay if I ask you a couple questions, man?
What's that? It depends.
It depends. Come on, man. Can y'all hear him? Come on in here, man. It depends. Okay, well, I got a couple questions I want to ask you real quick, man. I know you be doing these Sway events. You've been putting a lot of people in position to win in life. And I just want to know, like, when it came about Sway, like, what was your vision for Sway? How did that even come about?
At the end of the day, you know, Sway is for the people. You know, so when you hear the word Sway, you think about the person next to you. You know, how can we help that person get to the next level in life? So when you think about anything regarding the Sway, you know, it's always about putting the people first.
That's what's up. Hey, listen, I ain't mad at that. Each one teach one. And as far as you getting to these new levels and you executing and you out here making these different decisions to even put people in position to win, like, what's your mindset on executing, on how to even make that possible for somebody else?
Execution, you know, at the end of the day, you know, everybody talk. But now you have to have the discipline and the persistence. You have to be very persistent about what it is you want. And I'm a true believer in what you speak comes to life. You know, so first off, you got to speak it. And then, yes, you still have to execute it. But now you have to be strategic. You have to understand and build the resources to execute. Right. You know, you can't execute without the resources. So how do you do that? Build them. You know, because not everybody going to start out with resources. So you have to build those resources to allow you to execute, you know. So,
okay.
And you can't get down on yourself. Because at the end of the day, you know, everybody don't start out with resources. And you can't look at that as a negative.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you got to look at it as the more stuff you go through, the bigger your success story.
Right.
You know, so I always remember that, you know.
Yeah. Hey, listen, that touch home right there. No lie. And that's a blessing that you get to be a blessing, you know. And when you get to these new levels and you helping so many people and you feel like you knocking out goals and reaching new plateaus, like, how do you celebrate? How do you just turn up one time or just, you know, live one time for yourself? Because you do a lot for a lot of people.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, what would Jesus do?
What would Jesus do?
He would do a lot for a lot of people. So, you know, I always celebrate, in my personal opinion, by just thinking about how can I continue to do that? You know, how can I continue to do a lot for more people? Yeah. But obviously that makes sense, you know, stuff that makes sense. We're not doing crazy stuff, right? But at the end of the day, you know, what would Jesus do in every situation? What would he do? So for me, you know, my celebration is, you know, seeing you happy, seeing you achieve your goals, you know, because, you know, for me, you know, I worked hard to achieve my goals, right? And I built resources for myself. So being able to pour what I have into others, that's you know, seeing you win is my celebration. You know what I mean? It's not about me, you know, even though I know, you know, sometimes you have to, you know, have some sort of, you know, how can I say this, emotions for yourself too, and give time to yourself. But for me, it's gratifying just to seeing other people, you know, win, because at the end of the day, I know, you know, if people are winning and, you know, we all are happy, you know, that's success in my eyes. Right. You know, for myself, then I did my job. You know, if I helped you grow, you know, and gave you a resource that if I wasn't around, you didn't have that resource, and seeing you take that resource and take you to the next level, and seeing you win, even if you win 100 times bigger than me, that makes me happy. Right. You know what I mean? Because now, you know, I impacted a person. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you know, I believe in good karma. Yeah. So as long as you're doing right by people and doing people good, and you always feeding into people and trying to serve, you don't have to worry about nothing.
That's what's up.
So that's how I celebrate.
Well, you know? We definitely appreciate your time. That was D. Lewis Neal, man. See, you got this nice Cybertruck, man. Like, he in a lot of stuff, man. Y'all gonna have to stay tuned. Make sure y'all follow Lewis Neal. Make sure you lock in with Sway. It is what it is. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
Anytime.